Good evening from wherever you're tuning in, and welcome to another tantalizing episode of Metropole Sports Center. My name is Nashon Owano. I have an entertaining show lined up for you tonight. The following are just some of the topics that you're going to be talking about on Metropole Sports Center tonight. First things first, the Australian Open is almost coming to an end, and you're going to be shedding spotlight in terms of who stood out in the course of the competition. If you're watching the show last week, we were talking about the Australian Open, and we gave our prediction in terms of who was going to win the competition or get into the finals. Now, in terms of the results, the following is how the results came out. That is in the men's semi-finals. That is Novak Djokovic has been pitched. Played against Aslan Karatsev, and he won 6-3, 6-4, 6-2. In the women singles competition, Naomi Osaka versus Serena Williams, which was a match that was anticipated by many people. Many people were probably expecting or were hoping that Serena Williams was going to win her 24th Grand Slam title, but things didn't go according to the way that she expected, and she was knocked out of the semi-finals competition by Naomi Osaka. Away from matters the tennis, we also going to be talking about the Formula One, and in the Formula One world, there's been latest developments in terms of the car launch dates and the release or the announcement of drivers that are going to be competing for the various teams in the Formula One. Now, the following is just a roster or a schedule of how the car companies or the teams are going to be launching their cars. Remember, early this week, there are some cars which already launched, and the following is just how the schedule stacks up the car launch dates. Alpha Tauri is expected to launch their cars on February 19th, which is today happened to them. Then Alfa Romeo Racing Team is expected to launch their car on February 22nd. You remember that the drivers in the Alfa Romeo team are Kimi Raikkonen and Antonio Giovinazzi. Apart from that, the Alpine Formula One is expected to launch their cars in 2nd of March. And remember, their drivers are Esteban Ocon and Fernando Alonso. Away from that, the team Mercedes is expected to launch their car also on the 2nd of March with their drivers, that is Lewis Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas. Remember, when the competition was coming to an end a couple of weeks ago, or months, so to speak, there was a conversation about whether Lewis Hamilton was going to sign a new contract at Mercedes. And just a couple of weeks ago, Lewis Hamilton actually signed a contract with the team Mercedes and is going to be racing for the team. Now, with the clause in the contract between Lewis Hamilton and Mercedes, saying that his contract was going to be for the whole of this season, there's been talks about the possibility of aggressive driver that is from the Red Bull team, who's probably that is the Red Bull team. There's been conversation about one of their drivers coming to join team Mercedes once Lewis Hamilton probably doesn't extend his contract at the end of the season. Now, finally, Aston Martin is going to be launching their cars on the 3rd of March, and the Williams Racing Team, led by George Russell and Nicholas Latifi, is expected to launch their cars on the March 5th. Away from matters Formula One, maybe an interesting event that took place this week was the partnership between the National Cohesion and Integration Commission amongst together with local administrators and youths in different communities across the Nairobi sub-county. They organized a tournament that was aimed at promoting peace amongst individuals. Remember that we are just away from the general election, which is expected to be held next year, and the political temperatures are already high. So there've been talks, or there've been a lot of inciting sentiments being expressed with different people from different quarters, which in a way has incited individuals. So in a way, just to quell the political temperatures in the country. The National Cohesion and Integration Commission organized a tournament in Mukuru, Kwaruben, Slums, Kibera, and Kawangware. The following is the commissioner, that is Dorcas Kedogo, I beg your pardon, who was talking at the event and the main purpose of the events.
Tunafanya nao kazi. Kuna sekta nyingi, hatuwezi kufanya kazi peke yetu, hatutaweza. Lazima kuna wale wengine ambao wataweza kutusaidia. Tunafanya nao kazi, hata ndio sababu umeona huyu chairman yuko hapa, tunafanya nao kazi. Kuna sekta nyingi ambazo tunafanya nao kazi. Hata IBC bado tunafanya nao kazi. Hatuwezi kufanya kazi peke yetu.
Impeccable work that is being done by different individuals in the community to promote peace. This just shows that sports is a culture or an activity that cuts across the political divide. Now that story by the National Cohesion and Integration Commission wraps up the first part of our show. We take a short commercial break. Then after the break, I'm going to be joined by Zedekia, who's a coach and a sports analyst. You're going to be talking about matters basketball and also just share our reflections in relation to the Champions League matches and the Europa League matches that were played in the course of the week. See you after the break.